Today at Slough School.
Who in the slough? Who in the slough? Who in the slough? Who in the slough? Hi, and welcome to Who in the Slough. Something you might remember about the Columbia Slough watershed is that the airport is inside of it, so we always want to talk really loud so everyone can hear what we're trying to say. So we have a really special person for our Who in the Slough today. Our first question is, who are you?
Hey everybody, my name's Yoko, Silk, and I work for Portland Parks and Recreation. My job is to bring people into the natural area parks that are in the Columbia Slough watershed and get people to help take care of them. So we do a lot of planting, a lot of taking out introduced species that maybe aren't so healthy for the environment, and learning about the animals that live here, and generally taking care of our places.
Cool. How long have you had that job?
I've had that job for 5 years.
Awesome. And before you had this job, what was your last job?
My last job was, I had 2 jobs. One was teaching an environmental education program for teenagers for Portland Parks and Recreation. And then every single spring, I would lead backpacking trips, again for teenagers, in California.
Whoa.
Not for Portland Parks.
Not for Portland Parks. California. So it sounds like you've hung out with some teenagers before.
They're my favorite type of people to hang out with.
Cool. Okay, so now we know a little bit about you, and it's time for what? What is something that you like to do in the slough?
Something I really, really, really like to do is canoe on the slough.
Cool.
Especially at sunset.
Oh, wow. Do you have a favorite place to get in the canoe?
Usually I come to Whitaker Ponds because it seems the easiest. And you can go to this little secret spot behind Whitaker Ponds where there's freshwater springs coming out. We call it the lagoon.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I think we've been there together.
I call it Mermaid Cove.
Nice.
Because if you look closely, you'll see a mermaid. Okay, so Yoko likes to canoe in the slough. My next question, where? Where is a spot that you really like in the Columbia Slough watershed?
I like that you asked me where I like instead of asking where my favorite spot is, because I don't do favorites very well. One spot that I really like is Wilkes Creek Headwaters, which is on 154th and Northeast Fremont. And it is one of my most favorite parks to go to at any time of season because there's a forest of cedar trees, there's a field of elderberry and oak, there's also an old hazelnut orchard, and there's freshwater springs that come out of the ground and feed into they are the headwaters at the beginning of Wilkes Creek, and I just think it's so cool to have headwaters in your park.
I love that place. And you know what I like is you start at the bottom and then you go up the hill and then you feel like you got some real exercise in. It's a good place to really get your energy out.
Or just sit still.
And also sit still.
And in the springtime, the trillium are like this tall.
Yeah.
Really big flowers.
Oh my gosh. A trillium is a plant that I think we can show a picture of.
Ooh.
And also, there's a school that I remember planting trilliums with, and it's called Fairview Elementary.
And those trilliums have come up, and they look so pretty.
That's lovely. I'm so happy. Okay. So that is a place that you like. That is a where. And then my next question is when? Is there a certain time of year that you really enjoy in the Columbia Slough?
I think I have 2 answers. One is the time right about now when all the leaves and the flowers are starting to come out. I think it's so pretty to be able to walk around and smell all the freshness, especially the red flowering currant and the oh-so-berry, because it smells so good. And then my other favorite...
Oh, so good.
Oh, so good. My other favorite is in the fall at Columbia Children's Arboretum, which is also in the Columbia Slough, because the trees are all changing color and it feels like you're walking into a painting.
Ooh, yeah.
And sometimes there's so many leaves on the ground that you can just lie in them and feel like you're in a pillow of leaves.
Ooh, that sounds very cozy. And then why? Why do you do what you do?
I do what I do for two main reasons. One, because I get extremely bored if I'm inside too long, and I think I stay healthier and happier if I'm outside. And two, and this is maybe an even more important reason, is because I hope that all of us humans have access to all of these beautiful places, because I know they make our lives better, they make the earth healthier, and I want everybody to have the same amount of access. So that's why I like bringing people into the parks, because I think that it reminds us of what we're fighting to protect, and it reminds us that we live on the earth and not just in a city. We're like all connected, and nature is all around us.
Well, I really appreciate you sharing all those who, what, where, whens, and whys with us, Yoko. The next question I have for you is there a who that you think we should interview?
Well, so I was thinking about canoeing, and then I was thinking about people that work with the water in the Columbia Slough, and I thought of Karen Carrillo. I think would be an awesome person to bring in.
Okay, so next time on Who in the Slough, we're going to see about interviewing Karen Carrillo, who works for the Multnomah County Drainage District. I want to say a big thank you to Yoko Silk from Portland Parks and Recreation for joining us today on this very lovely social distanced interview. See you next time.
Bye.